The first time I used these, and I thought I had the best tweezers, I paid a lot of money. Nothing in the market compares to these tweezers.
No, completely different.
Love.
These are the tweezers that will pull the hair out from the root. They don't slip on the hair, they don't break the hair. They simply pull the hair out from the root every single time.
Every time. And it's because of the precision, and these are handcrafted. Because these are handcrafted, I just want to let everybody know, when they sell out, it takes a long time to get these back in stock because we're showing you, these are handmade. And this manufacturing facility also makes some of the most important parts for some of the biggest companies,
absolutely.
Right? Like Rolex and Cartier.
Absolutely. Our factory in Switzerland, Regine, we have been around since 1903. We make the ultra-high precision tools for all the luxury Swiss watches. And that level of precision is what's needed in cosmetic tweezing. Every single tweezer goes through 40 different operations.
40?
40 different operations, all done by hand by trained craftsmen. We do an etching on the interior of the tips. What that does, it creates a more enhanced grip. So when you go to remove the hair, it just pulls the hair out deep from the root. The steel is surgical grade stainless steel, and then we do a tempering process. What that tempering process is, we heat up the metal, it becomes a very high temperature, then cooled, and we do that 2 times, and what that does, it strengthens the metal, so it does not wear out. Often, just the act of opening and closing your tweezer wears it out. Not with these tweezers. These are made to last. The tension is perfect on them. The alignment is perfect. Every single tweezer is examined under a microscope before ever leaving the factory. So the tips are in perfect alignment.
If you want the finest made tweezers, without breakage, and we were talking about this earlier, I actually dropped mine, and I've got tile in my bathroom. I thought, oh gosh, that's it, the tip's gonna be ruined. Do you know it grabbed every single eyebrow hair, didn't leave one where they break off? Why is it that some other tweezers, they break off at the root, then you get an ingrown hair, but that never happens with yours?
No, not with these. Our tweezers pull the hair out from the root. They don't break the hair, they don't slip on the hair. They simply pull the hair out from the root. And it all has to do with how they're made. The bottom line is, people don't realize, but with cosmetic tweezing, you need the highest level of precision. If it is off by a fraction of a millimeter, it's not going to remove the hair. And you cannot create that precision by a tweezer that's just sort of banged out in a factory. Right. It just doesn't work that way. They have to be made by hand. They are made, it's a 40-step manufacturing process by all trained craftsmen. I mean, you have to have years of training before you can work in the factory. So every single tweezer goes through 40 different operations. We do the etching on the interior of the tips.
Isn't that amazing?
A more enhanced grip, and it just pulls the hair out from the root.
So that's why every single one of these gives you that easy application where you grab every root. And I'll tell you right now, when you're looking at this process, that's why I love saying that this is the same facility where you make the amazing tools that work on Rolex and Cartier and TAG since 1903. This Regine Precision tweezers, if you go to the finest department stores, they're $40. And well worth it because they're you're seeing how they're handmade. At HSN, they're $10 off. And last time we had Regine here, they completely sold out. So Fern's bringing them back. It's a big customer pick. We didn't do the 3 credit card payments today. You get it for $10. I'm absolutely obsessed with these tweezers because for doing your brows, you know, it's hard enough to get in there and then one of them break off.
And it's so frustrating.
Or the chin hair, you're sitting there looking and you grab a chin hair and it breaks off. Well, then you know you've got to wait another week or so, and then it might get ingrown. That's
the biggest problem. If you have breakage on your hair when you're tweezing, it is just now you are allowing infection to brew. That's how you get breakouts. This is the most appropriate way to remove hair. It pulls the hair out deep from the root. When it's removed deep from the root, it grows back finer. And if you're going, you know, I think with brows, I think some of us love like a really meticulous, if you know, for our beauty divas, meticulous brow, or if you just want to clean up a little bit, you need this precision tool in order to do this. This is actually my neighbor, and she has very deeply rooted hairs, and that's why I love using her for this demo. But look, every single one, she gets out from the root on the first. This is not a trained model. This is my neighbor doing this, and she's just pulling every single one from the root.
The first time.
On the first time. Does not slip on the hair, doesn't break the hair. So, you know, I love that this is a tool that you can always rely on. And very, very important also, I want to mention, every tweezer is, when you get this home, it comes with a gummy end cap. This is not disposable packaging. Keep this end cap. You can sanitize this tweezer with alcohol or barbicide, anything, any kind of professional cleaner, and always keep the cap on the tweezer. Put it in a safe place, and you will have it for a lifetime. These are made to last. So I don't have to have these sharpened? No, our tweezers do. No tweezer should ever be sharpened. Our tweezers do not need sharpening because the steel is tempered. It's tempered steel.
It feels different.
We temper the steel. Oh, it feels wonderful. We temper the steel 2 times over. So what that does, it hardens the metal so they don't wear out. Often just the act of opening and shutting your tweezer wears it out. I mean, a lot of other tools out there, they say they offer the free sharpening and they work for a week and then they don't work.
Right.
Because they're banged out in a factory, they use inferior steel, and they cost literally pennies to make. Not these tweezers. This is really an investment.
It is. It's a one-time investment. It's so worth it, and that's why every time, well, we've only had Regine on one time and they completely sold out. These are handmade in Switzerland. So how many times do we buy a lot of tweezers over and over again because they're breaking off or you can't grab the hair right? This is the last pair of tweezers you'll ever have to purchase. And this is such an important purchase because we're looking in that magnifying mirror, which should be illegal.
Right.
10 times over, no, don't do that. That's just cruel punishment. But we're looking in this mirror. We're trying to get precise in our eyebrows. We're trying to maybe get our chin hair or upper lip hair. And it's so difficult to really get in there. And when you go to pull it and then it breaks off. And it's so frustrating because you just wasted that time because you didn't get the hair at the root. You know it's gonna come back and maybe bring a friend. What's nice about this is that once you go in, and we showed you, as soon as you grab it, it grabs. That's the most important thing. It's gotta grab that hair and not slip off of it or have that tension break that hair off. That's not gonna happen with these tweezers. It's gonna get in there. It's gonna get that hair out every single time. Yeah. See how the other ones break?
It pulls it from the root every time. This is truly a professional, ultra-high precision tweezer that you will have for a lifetime. And also, when we designed this tweezer, it's a slanted tip. We did it at a 25-degree angle. What that does, it works with the delicate contours of your face. So great for chin hair, for lip hair, for brow hair. As we age, you know, I find
see that, and it's light. It's not one of these. Have you ever grabbed a pair of tweezers and they're heavy and then the tip comes together and it's either too fine of a tip and it's a pointed tip or the angle's not right? I have one where I spent a lot of money and the angle's horrible and every hair would always break off or I'd grab the wrong hair.
Right. Oh,
it would grab the wrong hair, right?
That is the worst. Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that's so important. When we came in that close-up, so important.
Absolutely, and they're surgical grade stainless steel. We temper the steel 2 times over. That's a process where the steel is hardened, so the tweezer will never wear out. We do that etching on the interior of the tips. What that etching does, it creates a more enhanced grip, so that when you go in to remove the hair, it just pulls it out from the root. It doesn't slip on the hair. It doesn't break the hair. And you know, really, in our factory, every single tweezer is made by a trained craftsman. There are 40 different operations to make every single tweezer. And it's really, for us, it's a labor of love. Regine is a family-owned business for over 100 years, and they take such tremendous pride in making our tweezers because it's something, you know, our customers love it. We love making something that it's a precision tool, and it's something that you will have for a lifetime. It's an absolute investment.
Well, you just launched here at HSN, and you can already see the reviews on the bottom of your screen. You know, everything about these tweezers I love. I mean, you were seeing them scrolling on the bottom. What we love is Fern's only been here once. They always sell out. So the quantity that we have, that's it, because they're all handcrafted. That really, precision is key when you're looking at getting the perfect pair of tweezers. And we spend so much time in front of that magnifying mirror, making sure our brows are groomed properly, or you feel that chin hair, and there's nothing worse than when that hair breaks off and you're not properly getting it at the root, and then you've got an ingrown hair, and then everybody knows what you're trying to do. So what's nice about this, it's a one-time purchase. Once you own these tweezers and you're spending that quality time with yourself, in front of that magnifying mirror, hoping you get every chinny chin hair, don't you want when you grab it once, it's gone, right? It's not breaking off. Or once you go in between your eyebrows, you grab it once, it's gone. And it's grabbing it at the root. When you get it at the root, it takes a lot longer for that hair to come back, if ever it comes back. And we'll show you her neighbor, not a trained professional in hair removal, was actually using this product, and the precision she got every time she pulled it, you're gonna spend less time in front of the mirror because you get that precision. It grabs it at the root and done. You move on to the next hair. You're not spending 5 minutes trying to get one hair, which we hate, right?
Absolutely, it's completely different. And I would say if you are interested in getting these tweezers, I don't like to be pushy, but it takes a long time to make.
Oh, it does.
And once they're gone, it takes a long time for us to I hate to say manufacture, because they're really, truly artisan crafted.
See?
So if you're interested, I would definitely say, you know.
You've got to be ordering them right now, with over 1,600 of you saying yes to this. And you know, it's important to us to have the right beauty tools. You know, you can always buy smart once, right? That's what my mom always said to me. You know, invest wisely.
I think so many women have a drawer full of tweezers that just don't work.
I did.
And they're not inexpensive. You know, I think you spend a little bit more and you have something that will absolutely last a lifetime. And when you get this home, really important, you should clean them with alcohol or any kind. They're surgical grade stainless steel, so they can withstand any kind of antibacterial soap, alcohol, barbicide, but always you'll get this red gummy end cap. Always keep the end cap on your tweezer. This way, your tweezer tips are protected. Put it in a nice, safe place, and you will have them for a lifetime.
That's the most important. It's a one-and-done purchase. And that's what I love. That's the way I like to shop. I want something that's one and done. I don't want to have to come back and buy over and over again. You won't have to with this. So it's $10 off. Try it today for $10 and experience true luxury in tweezing. Really, you actually look forward to it. And it saves me so much time on my eyebrows, because I get the brows just perfect, because every time I grab that hair, I know it's coming out. I'm not digging and going back in and trying to get that 1 or 2 hairs that you know you're always fighting with, and then it breaks off and everybody can tell, and then from where you were digging at it, you've got like a red mark.
And a hole.
And a hole, exactly. That's never gonna happen. So if you are someone spending some quality time in front of that magnifying mirror, make sure you use the best and really get in there. Save yourself some time and embarrassment of getting that ingrown hair and all of that. So it's a one and done purchase, only here at HSN. Are you able to get Regine? Regine, think about that. This is such a prestige name. Since 1903, they've been making specific, unique things for Rolex, Cartier. So you actually make the little instruments that they use to make those watches.
For the luxury Swiss watch companies. And they need the highest level of precision. And that's what we do in our factory. We make ultra high precision beauty tools, or tools, all done by hand.